Hello, hello, hello. So we found ourselves back at the road truck factory this morning after our shakedown in their parking lot.
Nothing worked.
Well, it did, and then it didn't. And we figured it was user error, and turns out it was user error.
Basically, there's a learning curve between the AGM and lithium about the volts, and we're still going to figure it out. But yeah, everything works great, and Pistol, stop licking my leg. While we were there, I was talking to a couple of the workers about the head on a lift. I said, I'd love to get under a lift and fill all those mice and dust holes. And they're like, oh, yeah, let's do that. So he grabbed a big, giant spray foam can and mentioned two spots. One on the big one where dust comes in on your the pantry drawer. It can get pretty dusty in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's right under the
shower drain.
The P-trap for the shower drain. Right in that area, if you look, you'll see there's a big gap, and he put a lot of spray foam insulation. That's where most of the dust is probably coming in at. And right across that, on the other side of the van, there was another pretty good sized spot that they filled. And he said that in the early models, when they left it, I don't think they're in the later models, but in the early years, maybe just the first two, they when they first built them, they thought that the body panels inside would cover those holes, but they didn't. So anyway, if you're going to do a lot of dusty roads like we do, that was awesome to get those filled.
We've been trying to get it up on a lift to fill those in because it's been, and that will help with mice too. We haven't gotten any mice in a long time, but we do get them from time to time. So
now we are going to do a little bit of exploring, see some people here in Ontario before we scoot back across the border in a few days.
Yeah, I think we'll be heading back over in 2 days. We'll be
probably back out to Port Huron.
Yeah.
And then from there, we're not positive, but we think we're going to wind up scooting over to the west coast, or the west shore.
Yeah, because really what happened is we got this date at the factory, and so we kind of zipped through it, and the weather was bad going through Wisconsin, and so we just kind of want to go back and take some time in those areas. We didn't really give them a fair shake. I mean, we really didn't explore. Telemarketers. So yeah, we want to go back and explore some of those areas. A lot of good tips from the viewers throughout that area of things that we missed or may like to go back and do. So we're gonna go do that.
Yep.
That sounds good.
Yeah, we can't take too much time though. We have some appointments
in September.
Back in September in Oregon.
So
we're gonna work our way back there. We just don't know which direction yet.
Like, oh no, a month to go through 6 states. It's just not long enough.
It's not.
I know it's not. There's never enough time. Oh, all right, let's get on the road. Got itchy feet.
What a beautiful morning.
Oh my gosh. We are just outside of Orillia.
I think that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
Ontario.
We met up with some friends over here, Toes and Shauna, and Toes is actually in the process of building this brewery that you see behind here. Really interesting history of this whole property here, and they have a ton of hops growing here too. Now I'm hoping to get one of them on camera to talk about the hops, because I've always been curious about how they grow, and it's an interesting crop.
Yeah, they have, like, I think she said 13 acres of hops here. It's really cool. But, I mean, inside the brewery is phenomenal. I can't wait to come back someday when it's open and check it out. Hopefully we can talk the owners into making it a harvest host, because there's a pond here. And
well, check out this drone footage Dave got this morning at sunrise. It's been, it was stormy last night. Lots of lightning, thunder, rain. And then this morning there was a ton of, like, kind of misty fog. So check this out. Okay, so I think I talked Toes into chatting with us for a moment about the property, and then we're going to take a trip out to the hops field. Is that what you call it? Hops field?
Hop fields, yeah.
Hop field. Okay, so I want to show this map over here, and then tell me exactly what I'm looking at here.
So on the property here at the brewery, Cahogway Farms, there was an excavation for 25 years, and they did dig up and found roughly 72 longhouses that were on this property before. So Orillia University was here for 25 years doing an excavation. It's one of the biggest excavations in Ontario, that the whole town and settlement was actually dug up. There is nothing left in the ground, and most of the stuff that they found here are in the museum in Midland.
Wow. Fast forward to current times.
Current times,
and,
yeah.
And you are tasked with the job of building this masterpiece. Yeah, let's check it out.
We built it in the shape of the musical barn. And the musical barn was here in the 1800s in Coldwater. And the story goes is that at the end of the day, it is called the musical barn because at the end of the day, the farmer's son would go up in the cupola and play the fiddle to the people still working in the fields.
So you are going to have a full-time fiddler up in the cupola?
We will have a fiddler when we open for sure, but we're definitely going to have, music will be very welcome here.
What's the time frame you're looking at to be open?
Time frame? We should be open by the end of the year.
And kind of explain where we're at here, because I think we said we're near, is it Orillia?
We're near Orillia.
Okay, I said that right?
Yep, in Orillia. So these are some of our, we're in the Centennial Field right now.
Okay.
And this plant here has coned already, so you can see they're
That's
actually nice and full.
That's what you're calling this, is the cone.
Is the cone, yep, the hop cones.
And then this one over here,
and this one is burring, so this one's a wee bit behind it. You can see it going from this, which is the original burr, and then she's going to go to the coning.
Okay.
The process is happening, and then like this one here.
It's starting to cone?
That's a wee baby cone.
Okay.
This one I cracked open for you here.
Okay.
And whoopsie, I'll get out of the sun.
There we go.
See the lupulin powder in there?
Okay.
That's what brewers want. They want that lupulin powder. That gives us our floral, our bittering, everything that you want, every taste that you want in your beer, it comes from hops. So you can see a mature plant that's a little bit ahead of the other one that's still burring.
Yeah.
And we cut the bines down. We have to train them as well. So we train them clockwise when they're babies and they come up. We train them, trim them back, and they grow about 20 feet in the air. The bull shoot comes out. The bull shoot is the first one that comes out, and we usually cut those down and pickle them.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah. Next time through, you'll have some pickled hop shoots for you. And so they come up, and then once they're about a foot long, then we have to train them around the actual string so they can grow up.
So this was planted this year?
No, this is a 4-year-old plant.
Oh, okay. That's what this is 4 years old. Now, for some reason, I was under the impression that hops just have one season, then you cut them down and replant them. I don't know why, because I thought they grew like a foot a day in the summer.
Oh, they grow crazy. Oh, yeah. If you come down this aisle in the morning and market, they will grow at least 2-3 inches when they're like really giving her and everything's perfect temperature. It's a weed. A hop plant is a weed. They will grow as long as you maintain them and trim them back.
Okay, so now Toes is taking me to the Osthaus. Did I say that right?
Ost.
Ost. I don't know how I get that wrong.
So after we pick the hops and run it through our harvester,
we
bring them over here, and we have trays, and we have a mechanism over here that can adjust the height of the trays inside.
Okay.
So this we can adjust, and we'll have a heater. We do have a heater that goes on the outside, and it basically just dries the hop cones out that you saw, getting ready to pelletize.
Okay. So this is a giant hop dehydrator.
Yes.
And this is what the pellets look like after.
And those are pelletized after they're dried from the cone stage. With the coning, the cones actually dry out and open up a little bit.
We'll have to be back next year to see it in its completion. I can't wait to. When we come back, we'll take a tour inside the brewery.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So now we're headed over to see some friends in Bayfield, which is on the shore of Lake Huron. Is that right? Gosh, I'm so bad at this. I'm really sorry.
She likes to turn the camera on and go, hey, what's the name of this place?
I'll let you know when we get there. But we were driving by and we saw Tim's, right? And Dave was wanting some coffee. And we see the drive-thru does not have a clearance thingy. So we're actually going through drive-thru. I don't know, I have to look. You're getting coffee, right?
Yes. Hi, what can I get for you? I will have a large black coffee.
And a maple donut.
And apparently a maple donut is in order.
We do not carry maple donuts.
Oh.
Well,
dip donut?
Vanilla dip donut?
A vanilla donut? What kind of donut?
What kind? Just the coffee.
Just the coffee?
Yes.
All right,
There's no list of them.
There's no list of donuts. They don't have maple. She couldn't hear vanilla. There's no donut happening today, folks.
Apparently we don't know how to do. I need the money.
Oh, we need money. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, we got some coffee. Ooh, that's nice.
Oh my gosh.
You do. Have a good day.
I want one.
Nice. I guess there was a donut at the drive-thru. Pistol got a donut. I think those are called Timbits. Don't ask me how I know that. I may have been to a Tim's before. That's really hot. Pistol, you got a donut. You're a lucky girl. Wow. That's the first drive-thru we've been to in years.
Yeah, because there's no overhang or height thing.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
She finds. You find the humor in the strangest things sometimes.
I'm easily entertained. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? That's what life's about. Wow, there's a lot of traffic. Let's get to Bayfield. It's about a 3-hour drive total, I think.
It's too much.
It is way too much.
On the wrong weekend.
Yeah, it turns out this is a Canadian long weekend, holiday weekend, whatever you want to call it. And there's traffic backed up everywhere. We are staying off the 400. We've been warned about the 400, so we're avoiding that. It's a lot of back farm roads. It's pretty, it's just there's a lot of traffic, so